What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-host, John Luke. What's up, Dale?
What up? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Also joining us today, we have your usual fun Friday guests, the right members of the Front Yard fam. What's up, Joey and Tim?
Oh, it's Friday the 13th, and I'm feeling a little bit extra dumb today, so I'm ready to go.
Guys, also joining us today, taking the right twins and making them the right triplets. Jay and I are outnumbered just by last name on this show today. We've got Dave Wright, aka at FF_Spaceman, joining us for today's show. For those of you that do not know Dave, he's a writer over at DLF and the co-host of The Tale of Two Rivals. Dave, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, my man.
This is exciting. I've never met anyone with the last name Wright. This is the first. No, but this is what a crew here. Let's do this.
Let's do it. And this is a crew, and that crew includes the awesome chat that's here ready to play along. What's up, Davis? Welcome. And Davis said the thumbnail brought me here 3 hours early. Was it another Josh thumbnail? I think.
Mm-hmm. Of course it was.
Josh just pulls people.
Don't ask stupid questions.
Josh is also a spaceman.
He is a spaceman. Mr. Scampers, what's up? Happy Friday to
Mr.
you.
Scamps.
Tabitha, this is Joey's mom, I believe. Welcome and glad to have you here. Scott said, happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Boo!
11.
1-1.
That's good.
Dame, what's up? Welcome and glad to have you
What up,
here.
Dame? Welcome.
And then J-Wall said, Peng's message disappeared, but he said the thumbnail brought me here 3 hours early. That's just not true, J-Wall. That's patently false. I saw the comment.
Don't need to lie for attention, J-Wall.
But come on. Grow up. Scott's in here saying, oh, Jalen and Simon, you're outnumbered. Is this
we are in most places we go.
Yeah, unless it's like my bathroom. I'm not outnumbered in there usually.
Yeah, in there we're good. In there we're safe.
Mr. Scammers had a whole lot of right going on, indeed. And what's up, Scott? Glad to have you in here.
Oh, hey, Scott.
And Scott said, Dave's database is like Christmas for me. He loves it, Dave. Albert, what's up? Welcome and good afternoon. Glad to have you here. And Jason, Josh actually sends me thumbnail pictures, so of course it's Josh.
I don't know why I never thought to ask Santa for a database. That's so smart. Just building them all on my own.
Mr. Scammers thought Tim was wearing nothing but an apron for a second.
He is. You got it. You nailed it.
I'm fairly certain I've seen Tim in nothing but an apron. Maybe it was a lab coat. I'm not sure. One of the two I've seen Tim in nothing but.
It's either a lab coat or an apron.
And coming here now says, I have a jail lookalike Simon. I just want to put this in here. Come Here Now came in with the body slam on J-Wall yesterday during pub trivia. Said he looked like Yukon Cornelius from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the like miner with the big red beard and mustache.
Oh man,
You know the name of that guy.
It was beautiful. It was a deep cut, and he absolutely nailed it. J-Wall couldn't even respond. That was a pretty good one.
Yukon Cornelius is a tetragonist from the 1964. That's what Wikipedia said, or I'm sorry, fandom.com says.
What is a tetragonist?
I don't know.
This might be a rough Google.
It's
like a taxidermist.
It's a tertiary character. Oh wait, no. They're not important enough to really
like a protagonist,
anything or anyone.
Tetragonist.
So I think they're like an antagonist that isn't important enough to be an antagonist.
They're like Steve Buscemi.
Everything he plays.
Yeah,
literally every character.
Yeah.
J-Wall, you're always welcome here. We love you, even if you look like Yukon Cornelius. Guys, today we brought Dave here to play some poll perception with us. Before we do that, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following Dave on Twitter, go and do that right now. He's on Twitter at FF_Spaceman. It is right there below his handsome face on the screen, so make sure you guys are following him. After you do that, you are most likely already on our YouTube channel if you're watching this video. If you are there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell to make sure you know every time we go live. And then like this video. It is the number one way to show your support for what we are doing over here. Tim will stream in nothing but an apron next week if enough people do it. And he'll wear it backwards.
The ad revenue on that.
Standing up.
Well, I'm going to start a bunch of accounts.
Mr. Come Here Now Beach 89 maybe misses. I thought it was Mr. Scamber says JL looks like John Cusack. Did anyone see it? You know what? I think the Yukon Cornelius one was a better cut, but I can see it. I can see it right there.
Do you have a boombox, JL?
Several.
Can you please hold it up over your head?
No,
and then we'll be able to
refuse.
tell. Okay.
He's too afraid of being exposed. Guys, like I mentioned today, we brought Dave here to play some poll perception. JL is going to be running the game today, but before we get into that, I'm going to explain how this game works. The game poll perception is a game where we are going to be seeing how well we understand the public's perception of fantasy football players.
It's a game of wits.
It's a game of wits. JL found 7 polls online before the game today, or maybe had an assist on some of them from an undisclosed Yukon Cornelius. JL will propose one of those polls to a contestant. He'll say, what percentage of people preferred side A in this poll? Our contestant will give them the percentage that they think chose side A. Our remaining contestants will guess whether the actual answer is over or under that number. The closer you are to the number that was guessed, the more points you're going to get, up to a max of 10 if you get it exactly right, a minimum of 0 if you're more than 15 percentage points away. You will get 2 points if you correctly pick the over-under. Our first round we will go through just like this. In that second round of polls, though, there is a newish rule that we have implemented. You can now guess way over or way under as well. This means that you think the contestant guessing the number is 15 or more percentage points away. This is very double or nothing-esque, though. If you get it right, you will get 4 points. But an over, let's say you said way over and they were 10 percentage points away, you are going to get 0 points for that, even though they were over. So way over, way under is a very double or nothing mechanic. Use it at your own risk, but you can get some more points that way in the second round. After we go through that round, we will go on to our final poll where all of us will be guessing the percentage. Whoever is the closest will get 5 points, unless they get it right on, in which case they'll get 10. And the person with the most points at the end of that round is our poll perception champion for today. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
2 things. Dave, you held that truly like you were born to be sponsored by them. I swear, you're just like, sponsor me truly. It was delightful.
The worst is this is from last night, too. I didn't have time to get one out of the fridge.
That's dedication.
You know, in honor of that, Dave, I'm going to crack open this warm Topo Chico that's sitting on my desk as well.
Warm Topo Chico.
Yep, it's just been sitting in my office since pub trivia last night. JL, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's get in there. All right. So the order today, Simon is starting off. Followed by Dave, followed by Joey, followed by Tim. So without further ado, Simon, you ready?
Let's begin.
Let us begin. All right, Simon, here is your poll. Who would you rather roster Dynasty, Malik Willis or Baker Mayfield? What percentage of the public chose Malik Willis in this poll?
Well, the right answer is Malik Willis. I'm like, you guys act like I'm some sort of Baker bro. I just think he's an average to slightly above average NFL
You're a
quarterback.
Baker bro. You know it. Just admit it.
Got a bad check. No, those Baker bros are crazy, man. If you see them on Twitter, like they are, there's some weird elements to that Baker fan base. I just think he's an average to above average quarterback. His upside is not anywhere near what Malik Willis's is. And Malik Willis currently has like a more clear route to a starting role than Baker Mayfield does, even though he's behind Tannehill down there. But man,
down where?
In Tennessee. I guess that's above me. Up there. I think it's further north than I am in Nashville. I will say that 69% of people preferred Malik Willis in this poll.
That's what I was going to say.
69% of people chose Malik Willis in this poll. Correct, Simon? Locking that in?
And that's going to be exactly right.
All right. Just throwing up this poll here for the chat. All right. Let's see. Simon, you said 69%. Joey, was the actual percentage over or under 69% or exactly on? Queen Bee rule.
I really kind of want to Queen Bee it because it's so close to what I was thinking. However, we just had a bunch of dynasty drafts going on. I think Malik Willis is a much more popular name than Baker Mayfield. Even if Baker were to go to Seattle, which is, there's a lot of rumors going once he's, I'm going to say over slightly.
You are taking the over.
So,
oh wait, I'm sorry. This is not the right order. JL, what are you doing, you dingus? Here we go. All right. Hold that thought, Joey. All right, Dave, we're coming to you first. Was the actual percentage over or under 69%?
I'm going to say over.
Taking the over. And any reasoning there? Just feeling it.
Because I think a lot of fancy people have not given up on their Malik Willis love yet. So I think I'm just going to go the over. I think it's closer than 69% in actual fantasy, but like who would rather have my team? But yeah, I think it's the public wants it over.
All right, Dave taking the over. Joey, which side did you say you're taking?
I said over.
You said over as well. So
I'm gonna
double
stick
over.
with it.
You're gonna stick with it, Tim.
Yeah, if I was guessing, 69 was just like where I was just drawn to because I had no idea, but I do feel like it is over.
Taking the over, triple over.
Well,
You
well,
reverse
well.
split the room, Simon. Well done. All right, we got some guesses here in the chat. Dame 77%, Albert 72%, Scott 64%, a little under, 52% from Come Here Now. Scott's at 63%, and Mr. Scamper said 88%. So
Ooh.
pretty clustered,
Yeah.
clustered. And
We got
Josh,
in here.
Mr. Jeff said 54%, classic
Ooh.
nines. Yeah, I meant to pull up his comment earlier. He said, "Hello, friends. Welcome in from outer space, Josh."
Greetings from space.
All right, Simon, you guess 69% of people chose Malik Willis in this poll as the player they'd rather roster in Dynasty. Every other contestant took the over. You still
is
feeling
true.
confident?
Absolutely. I've never been more confident in anything in my
Never.
entire life than this one.
Would you bet $100 that you're exactly right?
No,
Fair enough.
I'm poor.
Me too, which is why I wanted your money because the actual answer was 60%.
Oh,
Okay, I'll take it. That's a good round for
You
me.
were 9 percentage points away. It's going to give you 3 points, Simon, and you skunked everybody else. They get 0 points because no
Was
one.
this on Baker's Twitter? Like he was just putting it out there to like like
me or
like-
Malik.
Me or Malik. That's such a funny thought that he's like that insecure. Me or Malik.
That
All
would
right,
be
so
hilarious.
Simon, you are going to get, 3 points for that, putting you in the lead. I wanted to ask you guys, we talked a little bit about Baker and his path forward. Assuming both of these guys get the start in 2023, which side would you rather be on? Which quarterback would you rather have on your dynasty? Start with you, Dave.
Well, I think I want Malik just so I can trade him. I think if he's starting games, he's going to be the most easily tradable asset. I'm not a Malik believer. I don't think he's an efficient enough quarterback coming out of Liberty in the competition he faced. And I know he didn't have great teammates either, but I'm a big believer in the quarterback can lift players up around him, especially if you're being rumored to where he was at originally. So I think he'd be the more buzz that goes around him, the more his trade is, and then I can get into maybe sneak into a Kirk Cousins or like a Derek Carr type deal to try to move up into a different tier.
Yeah, I like that. How about you, Simon?
Yeah, especially if Baker does end up in Seattle, I'm going to be on the Malik side. I think that's about the worst landing spot that he could end up in. We've seen Baker behind a weak offensive line. He is not one to admit defeat. He is a competitor. He has that chip on his shoulder, and whenever things start breaking down, he tries to play hero ball. And I just have a feeling that it would be an absolute disaster behind that offensive line in Seattle. He can't do the magic that Russell Wilson did. I really wanted to see him on like the Colts or something like that. And I think he could have found a lot of success on a team like the Colts. And then this might be closer, but Dave hit the nail on the head. I'm not super interested in having either of these players on my dynasty team currently in the situations they're in, but Malik Willis is going to be a hell of a lot easier to get rid of with some return on value than Baker Mayfield's going to be.
Yeah, I'm with you. Josh, and he's leaving outer space today. Well, safe travels. Safe travel. Hopefully the weather's good. No, Joey?
It's a little windy.
Little windy.
Oh, man, it's been windy so often lately.
No, a little windy.
And Peng said, please, more photos of Josh and Dolphins jerseys.
Let's go.
Always.
Shoot, we have so many of him out of a Dolphins jersey. Well, I guess we'll have to get him to put it back on.
And he's I love my Fitzpatrick jersey. All right, guys. Simon, you are in the lead. We're going to move on to our next poll here. Dave, this one is yours. Are you ready, my friend?
Oh, I've been prepping. I've been trying to get the feel of all my buddies. I'm ready.
All right, here it is, my friend. Who would you rather roster in Dynasty? Devonta Smith or Drake London? What percentage of the public chose Devonta Smith in this poll?
That's interesting.
So I think AJ Brown coming into town, people are really seeing Devonta Smith take a hit there. And I think they're thinking it's still gonna be a run control offense in Philadelphia whereas Drake London's the only player. He's got, top 10 draft capital. So I think I'm going to say, this is going to be heavily favored for the Drake London sign. So how many percent would rather have Devonta Smith? I'm going to say, let's say 38% for
38.
Devonta Smith.
Final answer, 38%.
Well, now I'm nervous, but yeah, 38%.
All right, 38% locked in. Joey, is the actual percentage over or under Dave's guess of 38%?
It's got a good line there. I mean, I'd personally rather have London. 38. Yeah, man, that's a little. I'm gonna say under actually. I think it's a really good line. I think it's a good guess estimate though.
Not good enough apparently from Joey. Joey taking the under. Tim, is the actual percentage over or under? 30%.
I'm going to take the over on this one. I would prefer Devonta Smith. I think AJ Brown's going to open it up a little bit for him. You saw he did pretty well last season, just being the only person there. So I kind of like his situation now, maybe even a little bit more. I think that offense might actually work a little better. And then the Falcons offense is going to be abysmal. I won't trust that for the next maybe 2 seasons. So give me Devonta, so I'll go over.
Taking the over. Simon, is the actual percentage over or under 38%?
Man, this one is very close. The number I had in my mind was 39 whenever I started putting it down. So I guess technically that would put me ever so over, but I think you're right in that neighborhood. I'm going to take the over here. I'm going to go on the side with Tim and take the over on this one, but there's a chance you got it spot on here, I think.
All right, taking the over. We got some guesses here in the chat. We got 48% from Scott, 36% from Josh. Albert, 41%. Dean, 44%. Scamps, 9%. We got Pangs in here giving out the moolah, saying Marcus Mariota has never had a 1,000-yard receiver. It's a no from me, dog.
There we go.
There it is.
Give me another 5 and I'll show you my feet.
Yeah, Simon will give anything for small amounts of pocket change. You come here now saying 39%. Scott saying 34%. Josh saying Peng the man. Peng is the man. All right. Well, Dave, you guessed 38% of people chose Devonta Smith in this poll. Joey took the under. Simon and Tim both took the over. The actual percentage of people who chose Devonta Smith in this poll was 28%.
What?
28%. So you were 10 percentage points
amazing.
away, which is still going to give you 3 points. So you're going to get 3 points for this one. And Joey, you were the only one who correctly gets the over-under, giving you 2 extra points.
Nerd.
Thank you. I like points.
Giving you 2 extra points. Very nice. And so, similar to the last question, I think these are very interesting players. How are you guys feeling about Devonta Smith after this rookie season that he had? Where is he landing in your expectation? Where your expectations of him coming into the league, and then post AJ Brown trade. Joey, let's start with you.
I think Tim actually kind of hit the nail on the head with, I don't think AJ Brown coming into Philadelphia is going to be a death wish for Devonta Smith. Even though I do like London a little bit better because I actually do like what's going on with that offense in Atlanta. I think they got something cooking. It's going to be very interesting with like 2 twin towers. I know Tim hates it, and that's fine. And that's but no, I think Devonta Smith could have a really good season. I think he was put into a role that maybe he shouldn't have been in last year, and now he's going to be in the correct role for him.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Dave, anything to add?
Just that you heard, we heard all offseason before the NFL draft, hey, Devonta Smith's rookie season was actually really good, but it just wasn't Jamar Chase or Jalen Waddle level season. And then all of a sudden AJ Brown gets there, and then I don't hear that as much about how good of a Devonta Smith season he actually had. I actually have Devonta Smith over Drake London in my rankings, but they're in the same tier. I'm one of those people who the Philadelphia Eagles have been drafting wide receivers for 5 years. It feels like like high capital and they want to be throwing the ball more. It's an analytically inclined front office. I'm thinking they want to be throwing the ball here. So I really like Devonta Smith, and he's a guy that I've been trying to get right as people try to feel that negative reaction of having a true alpha coming into that offense. So I think he's a sneaky target. I'm not trying to lowball, but he's a guy I'm willing to pay the price for in trades.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. Simon, I wanted to ask you about Drake London. I love how Dave brought up like these other recent rookies who have had, very good seasons. Where would you expect Drake London? Like, where's his rookie season going to stack up against these guys?
Tim mentioned it. This isn't a great offense that he's getting plugged into, right? But the good news for him is there's going to be plenty of opportunity for him in this offense as well. And then what I also like about him as far as rookie receivers go, is he profiles as a guy that can be just the touchdown machine. He doesn't have to be this insanely polished route runner year one. He doesn't have to go out there and beat people. He's a big bodied guy who can get in the end zone and catch some passes. He might not be present in every game. It might be the Kyle Pitts show more often than not, but I'm expecting Drake London to have like a high-end wide receiver 3, maybe upside wide receiver 2 numbers next season, which would be great for a rookie wide receiver in that Atlanta offense. Like I would be thrilled with that. Now it does complicate things a little bit. We haven't seen Desmond Ridder in the NFL at all. And rookie quarterbacks, as excited as we are for them, they are almost never good for their receiving options from a fantasy perspective. So that could lower him down a bit if we see Desmond Ridder earlier rather than later.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I think Scott was maybe the closest here, 34% in the chat. So well done, Scott. Nice job. Good guess there. I think the entire chat was taking the over here. They're over your guess, Simon. Or, I'm sorry, Dave. It was your guess this time.
Josh was under.
Oh yeah, there was a 9%, and I don't know what Josh's was.
Scampers, I think, was 9, and then Josh had. I think Josh might have been really close.
He said 36.
Yeah, no, he wasn't as low as Scott. All right, Dave, that's going to put you on the board. You're now tied with Simon. Joey, you are also on the board with 2, and Tim, you are not far behind.
Thanks. I like the way you spun that. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. Not gonna lie, right before I said it, I was like, this is gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. No matter what way I say it, it's gonna come out bad.
I prefaced my entry with "I feel really stupid today," so I'm trending.
That's the beauty of this game too. Is it could be you can get have an amazing game, or you can just hit every single one wrong, and it's not always a talent. Albert saying, did Delaney Walker have a good season with Mariota? I actually don't recall.
I remember having.
Was that the year he was like the year he was like a top 5 tight end randomly, like tight end 4 overall or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he had one insane season. Was that with Mariota?
I can't remember.
One insane season recently, I believe.
Shevin in here. What up, Shevin? He said, we've been so spoiled the last few years with rookie wide receiver production. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really hope the floor does not fall out from under us.
I think this season's the one where you're going to see a big regression there. I really do.
I think there'll definitely be less hits across the board, which isn't a hot take or surprising, right? We've known this class this week, but I agree with you, Tim.
Man, I was just looking at Delaney Walker's stats, and I think like it might be the latest breakout for a player ever. Whenever he was like a year 9 breakout in the league, like he was like under 500.
Him or Waller,
under 400 yards, like his first like 7 seasons, and his 8th season he got 571. He didn't hit he like broke 800 finally in that 9th season.
So what you're telling me is
insane.
There's hope for Jordan Leggett.
There is hope for Jordan Leggett still. He could have that breakout. And Tim, who is your favorite? Austin Safarian Jenkins. Can he still break out?
Oh yeah, I think he still can. I believe it.
And just to answer that question, Delaney Walker had 2 top 5 points per game seasons with Marcus Mariota.
There you go. All right, guys.
Look, Kyle Pitts to the moon, baby. Let's go.
Kyle Pitts to the moon. Joey, moving on to you.
Yep.
You ready for your poll?
Oh my God, I'm so ready for my poll.
All right, here it is, Joey. Redraft. Who would you rather roster this year, Elijah Mitchell or AJ Dillon?
I actually voted in this poll. I do not remember the percentages, but I saw it on Twitter,
or at least a similar one.
Redraft.
This brutal.
I'm different than the consensus. I would rather have AJ Dillon, but that's not how people feel. I'm gonna say Elijah Mitchell was 69%.
Nice.
69% final answer. That was a yes, Joey?
Yeah.
All right. Tim, was the actual percentage over or under Joey's guess of 69%?
I have no idea. I feel like that's a pretty good line. Because it's just this year. Dynasty, AJ Dillon's going to be a stud for a few years, I think. You know what? This is gonna be extra dumb, but I'm gonna queen bee it.
Queen bee it. All right.
Dave, I'm
locking
not
that
sure
in.
we explained the queen bee rule, but Bonnie, the
I'm
queen
on
bee,
to it.
you got it. Okay, yeah. If you think
Yeah.
it was Bonnie
it-
who came on and just said, "Can I guess the same?" and we instituted the rule immediately.
Should it be worth 15 instead of 10 since it's a huge risk, or are we just
No.
keeping it at 10?
Keeping
I
it
think
at
keep
10?
it at 10, yeah. Yeah. Because then, yeah,
Nobody's ever hit it. People have hit stuff before.
we've gotten close. Josh almost hit it.
Josh
Josh-
did almost. Josh
Yeah.
like flirted with saying queen bee, then changed his mind, and it would have
then
been
he-
queen
and then
bee.
it
That was the
was.
time when I said I was going to do it if he did it, but then
Yeah.
Game was like, okay, I guess I
think it
shouldn't.
was.
All right.
my
So, yeah. So Tim, you said, or I'm sorry, Joey, you said 69%, and Tim, you
Yeah.
said queen bee, and so Simon, over or under 69%.
I actually think it's going to be a lot closer to 50-50. I think the narrative about Shanahan and how he handles running backs still is widely circulated, even though, like, if you look at his history, it's not particularly true. When he has a guy, he uses that guy. And AJ Dillon, the hype is through the freaking roof. Like, people drafting him rounds ahead of Aaron Jones, having him like 10, 15 spots ahead of him in their rankings. I'm going to say under, and I think it might be by like 10, 15%.
All right, Simon taking the under. Dave, is the actual percentage over or under 69%?
Now, which player am I saying is 69%? Or
Always
which?
side A.
Okay, always side A. So Elijah Mitchell, 69%. And then what's the rules? Like 15% or more is.
That won't be till the next round.
Next round.
We're,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're
All
in the
right.
first round of polls, and yeah, that rule will come into play in the next round.
All right, I'll take the under.
Taking the under. All right, Simon and Dave taking the under. Tim taking the queen bee.
I may have
On
messed up.
Joey's guess of 69%.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Tim,
Come
did I
on,
throw
Joey.
You, did
Come
I throw
on.
you off by saying I voted in it?
I don't know. I actually forgot you did. So
Oh, okay.
not at all.
And also, it's not a guarantee because you don't know when I grab the poll. So
Yeah, I
The
don't.
poll
Like I
might
said,
not
I
have
wasn't
voted.
paying attention. I was on the toilet. So
Josh said 72%. Scott
Probably
said
pay the most
56.
attention.
Dame said 55. Albert said 64. Chevin said 69.
Yeah. All right.
Mr. Scamper said it's 15.
okay.
Oh wait, no, they're talking about the rule.
Yeah, they're talking about the rule.
J Wall said 56%.
That was a little
And
high.
Mr. Scamper said 50%. And coming out said 27%.
Oh, no.
Josh saying it is 15. Didn't we change it? No, I think you made an executive decision one day, but I don't think we officially changed it. But we did play that rule at least once. I remember.
Whoever's running the game can change the rules willy-nilly whenever they
Yeah.
want during the game. They're in charge and no one can fight them.
Yeah.
I think willy nilly could have a good season this year.
Willy nilly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sleeper.
I'll take
Don't
the
sleep.
over.
Don't sleep on willy nilly.
Willy nilly.
Mr. Scamper says you never know when JL grabbed the pole. That's true.
There's got to be someone first name Willie, middle name Nilly, right? Like some parent thinking they were super
There's
funny,
someone
just
named
like-
Benedict Cumberbatch. Of course, there's someone named Willy nilly.
or Engelbert Humperdinck. That's
This
a real
person's,
name as
this
well.
person's never going to see it, but there's a Dangler family where I grew up. and
Dangler.
There's a Willie Dangler and a Harry Dangler.
Willy Dangler.
No, they're not.
I swear to you. I promise you.
I've definitely told you guys a story before. Of, the girl I went to high school with. Is her last name is Dickens Sheets, and her dad's name Harry. Her mom's name Virginia.
I grew up around two people named Richard with last names that didn't go well with that last name. I grew up near a
Dick sauce.
Lieutenant Dick Nutt, former lieutenant in
Is
the
he
Army
military?
was his name. Yeah,
or is he
former
just,
military.
he's just
His name was
self-appointed?
Richard Knight, and then Richard Wood was a kid in my high school class as well. So
Classic.
the two
Mom.
last names I knew that wouldn't have gone well with that went very well. with
Somebody
the
lost
first
a
name.
bet.
Mom, I'll explain what all these things mean later.
J. Wall said my first child will be Willy Nilly Wallace.
Oh,
Jay
yeah.
That would be awesome.
And Jay said a guy my brother went to high school with, his name was Harry Dingle. Must be maybe related.
I'm gonna
And
mute
Scott said,
myself.
we're off the rails. I love it. Yeah, it took over 30 minutes this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're generally tame for a Friday. All right. We went through all the guesses, didn't we?
Indeed, we did.
Joey,
Yes,
you get 69%.
I did.
Simon and
too.
Dave, you both took the under. Tim took the exact or the queen bee rule.
Oh, Tim.
The actual percentage of people who chose Elijah Mitchell in this poll. We did it. I've been hanging out with you too long, Joey. Is 48%. So
Mm.
Joey, you are 21 percentage points away. So you're not going to get any points this time. Neither are you, Tim. But both Simon and Dave are going to get 2 points each.
I tried to high
Well
five
done.
Dave, but you're in the way, JL. I like put up the hand to go over there, and then
I don't even know. Jeez.
oh wait,
Watch it.
oh,
Watch it.
there we
I
go.
just hit myself by accident.
All right. So I'm going to add 2 points here. Oops, I forgot to put up the score the last time. Simon and Dave, you each get 2. You guys are going to stay neck to neck, nose to nose. I don't know what the right terminology is. You guys have the same score.
I'm used to productive struggle, so this is going great. I'm loving this.
It's going fantastic.
Because Brian Edwards was traded to the Falcons. I
Wow.
just saw a tweet confirming
Whoa.
it. So Brian
No,
Edwards on
we
the
got to redo that
Falcons now.
poll. Come on.
That is really funny. So
Justin
like,
Fields is going, why not me?
yeah. At least they have Dante Pettis, right? So this is big news, right? Brian Edwards traded. A lot of people are hyped for, or have been hyped since Brian Edwards got into the league. And a lot of people, I think, saw this past season, the fact that he didn't do anything when he had opportunity as, maybe indication that he's not actually as talented as we think. How are you guys feeling about Brian Edwards now on the Atlanta Falcons? Simon?
Again, it's Marcus Mariota throwing him the ball. So and possibly Desmond Ridder. So there's a ceiling. That being said, he's fairly young. Like, I know he's coming out of a couple years, but he's only 23 years old still. So it's not like he's done developing. He could continue to develop. And again, there's a vacuum here in Atlanta for pass catchers. Brian Edwards is, I guess what I said about Drake London earlier, he's probably got wide receiver 3 territory available for Brian Edwards in that offense. But I don't think there's much upside past that.
No.
Yeah. Dave, anything to add?
I just love that I can mention how Brian Edwards had an age 17 breakout age. Like, that's just like, I want to talk about that again. Like, you can't beat that.
It's crazy.
And Josh said, even for his fantasy value, in my opinion, he was kind of buried in Las Vegas, but had a better QB. He'll probably be used more in Atlanta. Yeah, I think this is somewhat lateral. Yeah, for Brian Edwards. Not necessarily. I think the situation is somewhat lateral. Maybe slightly better for him, but like he's still got to show up. So
I think he's better than Zacchaeus.
Yeah,
and that's their wide receiver 2 right now. So
yeah,
I love it for Hunter Renfrow because even though they're not the same kind of receiver target share, I was worried about Renfro's target share, and the worry is not so big now.
Yeah, now the Raiders have the 2 best wide receivers in the NFL.
Devontae Adams and Hunter Renfrow.
Yeah.
I did just want to add about Brian Edwards too. Like, it's never good when you're a top 3 round pick, and then not only did your first coach not really use you enough, then the new regime comes in, or then his temporary replacement doesn't use him much, and then the new coach coming in trades him away. Never a good sign. But at least it's a change of scenery, and so at least it's some kind of positive. But yeah, that's
right.
That's about as positive you can get there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, guys, we are getting into our next poll here. We're going to speed up a little bit. Shevin said, can he beat out Patterson? I guess that is a question that we are asking ourselves here in 2022. All right, Tim, this poll is for you.
Good.
Good. All right. Dynasty, Superflex, PPR, tight end premium.
Oh, love it.
Since I know you love all of those terms. Which side would you prefer? 3 2023 first round rookie picks or Jonathan Taylor? What percentage of the public chose the first in this poll?
First of all, this is some bullshit. You know what? Screw it. Give me the first. Oh God, I don't. That's just dirty. I don't know. You know what?
What's it gonna be?
51%. I don't know.
51% from Tim. Are you locking that in?
Yeah.
All right, 51%. Simon, is the actual percentage over or under 51%?
I think that's a really good guess. You acted like you didn't know what you were doing here, but I think that is a phenomenal guess. Man, the only thing here is JT. Like, I feel like to trade for JT, you have to pry him from somebody's like cold, dead hands. And I'm not sure even 3 firsts will get it done every single time, but but then I want to go over because like that is a lot, and people are hyped about the draft class and it's super flex, and they're hyped about the quarterbacks next season. I'll take the over.
So Tim guessed 51%. Simon taking the over.
Yeah, but close.
Dave, was the actual percentage over or under? Tim's guess, 51%. Oh, you're muted, by the way.
Sorry about that. I think it's definitely, or it's not definitely. I think it's over. Jonathan Taylor is really hard to trade right now, and to be able to liquidate that for 323 first, and we're in the rookie draft season still. People love their picks. People love that pick. I think the public just sees 2023 first and gets gaga for it.
Yeah, Joey, over or under?
So I'm here to play the game, and since I'm here to play the game, I need to catch up to Simon and Dave. So I'm going to say under because I think Tim's guess is really good, and I think there's a lot of love for Jonathan Taylor. I would personally rather have 23 first, but I'm here to play the game. So
you are here to play the game.
He's here to play the game, in case you guys didn't know.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, he is
Triple
here
H.
to play
I'm
the
here
game.
to play the game.
All right. Tim, guessing 51% of people chose the first in this poll. Both Simon and Dave taking the over, Joey taking the under. Excuse me. We have some guesses here in the chat. We got 54% from Josh, 57% from Brady, 6-2 from Dame,
6.2,
61% from Scott, 46 from J Wall, 43 from Shevin, Albert 55, and Mr. Scampers is 69%. You naughty cat. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose the first in this poll was 77%.
Wow.
77%.
Damn.
I think the key here is super flex, tight end premium, and I would take the first all day. I think that's crazy amount of value for a running back in Dynasty.
And but if you've got that superstar team that like we're gonna win a title this year and JT's the corner piece, are you still doing it? Like, is this no matter what? Is this just that's enough value for JT regardless?
I don't like to pass up value typically for like win now strategy, so I still probably would do it, but it does factor in a little bit more, and it would depend. Maybe my team affects it a little bit.
So yeah,
I don't get this trade. It takes a lot to get 323 first at this point, and then to cash them all in for one player.
Why would you burn it on
that's
a running
exactly
back? Who has no room to really grow here, right? Like he's at the top. There's nowhere else to go.
If you're sitting on 320-23s, you're probably rebuilding. And why are you just exactly?
Yeah, a class that has been touted, tons of talent in that class. You might get 3 Jonathan Taylors. Unlikely, but you might get, something close. All right. Let's see. So for that, Tim, you were 26 percentage points away. So you're not going to get points on that one. Simon and Dave, you both correctly guessed the over on this one. It's going to give you additional 2 points. Joey's here to play the game, though. So that is going to bring the score. Simon and Dave, you both have 7. Joey, you have 2. And Tim?
I'm just having a good time.
You're playing the game.
Yeah.
David, feels good at the top, doesn't it?
I don't know. Do I trade my future first now to get some more points? I don't know what to do here.
Tim, we're nearly a queen bee away.
I think Tim's in rebuild.
Exactly. I know what I'm doing.
All right. We're going to get into our second round of polls here. Reminder, contestants, there is a new mechanic now that is available to you. Instead of picking over or under, you may choose way over or way under if you think that the contestant's guess is more than 15 percentage points away from the correct
My
answer.
favorite thing about this rule is that it's also just like a little bit insulting to the person that you're doing it against. Know what I mean? It's like,
and if you get it right, it's like extra. It's like, damn it.
Yeah, you're like,
I got no points,
really
and
wrong.
my opponent just doubled it by calling me out on being.
I love the slight insult that gets added with it.
All right, Simon. So we're back to you. Are you ready for your second poll here?
Yeah. As I say that, I'm the first one with the opportunity to get insulted. So let's go.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
That's in my head now. I can't let it escape.
R for the course.
The chat has been on. I haven't really been mentioning it, but I've been putting a poll in for each of the polls. I've been putting a poll in the chat to take the over or under, and they guessed the last 2 ones correctly. 85% over on the last one, and 80% under on the previous one. Well done, chat. Nerds. All right, Simon. Let's see. Let me delete.
I say lovingly.
2, 3, 4. All right. Dynasty, PPR. Which running back would you rather roster? Ezekiel Elliott, 27 years old, James Cook, 22 years old, or Elijah Mitchell, 24 years old? And to clarify, these are going to be their ages when the season starts. So Dynasty PPR, which running back would you rather roster? What percentage of the public chose Ezekiel Elliott in this poll?
How high has the James Cook hype gone, and how low have the Ezekiel Elliott detractors driven his value down? Man, this is tough. I honestly think Zeke will come in second in this poll behind Elijah Mitchell, but I think it's going to be close. You know what? Let's split it up third. Do I go up or down from there for Zeke? I'll say 35% chose Zeke in this poll.
3-5 and straight vibing?
3-5 and straight
vibing, bro?
vibing. I am vibing
Damn
with the
it.
3-5 crew today.
3-5 and straight vibing. 35% of people chose side A in this poll is what Simon says. 35%. All right, Dave, was the actual percentage over or under 35%?
People hate Zeke. I'm going to go under.
People do hate Zeke.
Okay, 35%.
Even though
And
he
then
shows his
Dave-
belly. Like, what else does he have to do to get people to like
Andy,
him?
Andy eats cereal. It's a, what was there not to like?
Come
By the way,
on.
you can go way under or way over. Just a reminder there. But Dave, you're locking in the under, correct?
Yep.
All right. Joey, was the actual percentage under or over Simon's guess is 35%, or way under or way over?
No, I think it's under. I think there's, in my mind, 27 is his age, and that was the percentage in my head. So I'm going to say under.
Taking the
You know what?
under.
I cannot argue with that logic.
You cannot.
I can't.
Tim, was the actual percentage over or under 35%?
I'd like some points, so hopefully it's under.
Taking the under. So no way under. Just unders. 3 unders.
3 split, you can't do a way under. That's crazy
Yeah.
talk.
That's fair. That's fair. We got Damon here, 38%, Scott 23%, Chevin 34%, Albert 25%, Josh 27%, Mr. Scamper's 19%, Brady said 28%, and Mr. Scamper said he's playing the game. He is. All
Like,
right.
with like a little ball with a little bell in it. Is
Yep.
that the game he's playing?
That's,
Okay.
that's what he means.
I'd probably be pretty good at that one.
All right. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Ezekiel Elliott in this poll was 15%.
Oh,
goodness.
ouch. And that would have been way under.
That would have been way under. You would have hit if either of you played it, but all 3 of you are going to get 2
How much
points.
did James Cook get in this poll? Tell me before I get too upset about it.
Let me pull it up. It's right here.
I was thinking Elijah must have had around 50.
Elijah Mitchell had 46%.
Okay.
James Cook had 39%.
That's preposterous.
Wow.
To
And
me.
Ezekiel
Just-
Elliott had 15%. I said the
Man.
same
No,
exact thing, Simon.
no.
Earlier.
that is insane. Like, I understand that you guys are excited about a running back in this Buffalo system, but like, why are we just assuming that Devin Singletary is going to get pushed to the side? He had great weeks last year. Like, I'm just flabbergasted that James Cook commanded 39% of that vote.
When was
Over
what,
Zeke?
round was
Would
James
you-
Cook?
Or I guess maybe like I would take Zeke over James Cook in Dynasty,
Yes.
in almost every situation.
That's exactly what I said, Simon. I was like, who's taking James Cook over Zeke in a startup?
like, what's their ADP right now?
What, you're trading away a early second for Zeke Elliott? Like, that's pennies.
Right. That's
Yeah.
exactly. Put it into draft pick talk, and it makes it seem so silly.
Wow, 15. That's
If you got James Cook, go trade him right now for whatever you can get
Anything.
for him. Just like he's his value. I can't imagine it gets higher once the season starts than it is right now.
I mean, Singletary would have to go down with an injury for him to.
Yeah.
And
A
take
lot
that
of things have to
job.
happen for him to really show up and prove his worth. And I don't think Zeke has those same hurdles. He's older, though, so I guess consider that. 62% of the chat.
Ageists playing Dynasty.
Yeah, that is truer words.
Guys, let me tell you, you can like if you just suck it up and start realizing that these like 26 to 28-year-old players actually have value, it's going to help your teams out. Like, you can get good players that are 27, especially at wide receiver. I know Zeke's a running back, but like, come on.
All right, guys, I'm going to keep us moving forward here. We're going to kind of go into a speed round. So I'm going to actually stop the chat polls as well. But for that one, Dave, you got 2 points, which puts you in the lead. Joey, you got 2 points. Tim, you got 2 points. Simon, better luck next time.
Whew.
All right, we're moving on to our next poll. This one is for you, Dave. What are the odds that Jimmy G is a starter for the 49ers in 2022? 75%, 50%, 25%, or 10%? What percentage of the public chose 75% in this poll?
Who constructed this poll? You could have just
So
said,
funny.
"Is Jimmy G going to be the starter?" And then you'd get
Yes
your
or no?
percentage that way.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I hope someone commented on that poll. That
20% said, 20% said 75%. No, actually, no.
I know.
17%. 17%.
17% final answer.
Yeah, final answer.
All right, 17%. Simon, or I'm sorry, Joey. What was it? Over, under, way over, way under?
I was told there would be no math on this show.
I know whenever
I'm
there's
gonna-
percentages in the poll, it gets
You
a
said
little tricky.
17% for 75, right? I'm gonna slightly.
You really
over,
box us in
slightly-
here, Dave.
Slightly over. It's tough.
You're taking the over?
Yeah, the numbers are throwing me off.
All right, locking
Like
in
how I
the
guessed
over.
a bigger answer first, and then I lowered it. So now I'm really messing with you guys just to
Oh,
throw
man.
this is all psychology here.
All right,
doing
Tim.
great. job.
The 17's messing with me. It's just like too low, but I feel like you did that on purpose.
All right, Tim. Was it over, under, way over, way under? Dave's guess is 17%.
I don't know. We're gonna queen bee it again. Let's see if that works.
All right, Queen being it. Tim is shooting his shot. I like it. Simon, over,
But
under.
Joey said over.
Joey
Yeah.
said over. Yep.
Okay, let's cover all sides of this one. Under. Someone's getting points.
Wow.
Yeah.
Under.
All right.
Under,
I think
over,
it's
and a
gonna be-
queen bee.
This is so hard to think about. Like, what percentage of people think that there's a 75% chance that Jimmy G is the starter?
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
I couldn't even come close to thinking about it. I let Dave
I mean,
do
people that think he will be the starter will vote 75. People that are 50-50, like I am, will vote 50. It's just
Tim,
I
you were
guess
like, Dave looked like he
confidence.
did, or Dave looked like he did a good job thinking about that one. So I'll
Yeah.
just trust him.
Jesus Christ.
I did some math. I took some numbers into Excel. That's what I came up with.
Okay. All right. Nice.
Scott said 100% of 18% of people said 75%.
It works
God.
every time.
That's Michael Scott poll right there.
Yeah, 11% from Josh, 7% from Mr. Scampers. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose
I don't remember what I said.
75% in this poll was 18%.
No!
Dave, you were 1 percentage point away. And Tim,
Come on!
Tim,
Oh,
you were this
man.
close to victory.
Damn it! Tim, that would have.
That's gonna give you 5 points, Dave. Well done. And
No.
Joey, you're gonna get 2 points for the over. Well done.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay.
Great answer, Dave.
Well done. That's gonna give you a nice lead here, and we are gonna keep moving here. All right, Joey, you ready for your next poll?
Yes.
All right. Which QB would you rather roster in Dynasty? Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, or Patrick Mahomes, or Lamar Jackson?
Okay,
What percentage of the
okay.
public chose Josh Allen in this poll?
I feel like all 4 of these quarterbacks are beloved. So if I throw, can you put it back up there?
Oh, sorry. Was just celebrating Scott for a second for getting that just right.
Scott, great job, but I'm playing the game. 25, 25, 25. Allen's gonna
Dave's
get
like,
a little
"You guys
bit
are
more of that.
idiots."
Lamar, I think, is going to be on the low end of it. I'm going to say 34%.
34%.
Yeah. And I feel
Josh
really
Allen.
good about that number, guys.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Okay. All right, Tim.
Tim, do
Over
it.
or under? Way over?
Way over.
Way over from Tim. You locking that in?
Sir. Lock it in,
Okay.
baby. I'm here to play the game.
The way over. And Simon,
What was Joey's number?
34%.
Shaquille O'Neal. Wait, no, he wasn't.
You know what? People love Daddy Josh Allen. That is like a guy that they love to just fawn over. And ever since he took over that number 1 dynasty quarterback spot, it's like he's had like a vice grip on it. Like people love Josh Allen. I think I'm with Tim. No, but there's 4 options. But I feel like
There
most
are
people are going
4.
to click. And Joey said 34.
Mm-hmm.
So that would mean 49 is what I would need. That's really high. I'll just take the over, just the normal old over. But I think it's gonna be
Normal
close.
plain old over.
I'm not here to play.
Simon's not playing the game.
No, I'm not playing the game.
Dave,
I'm
over,
playing
under?
the game. I want to keep the lead going here, and I'm going to say over 2.
Taking the over, the nice conservative way to play this game strategy here. All right, guys, we got some guesses here in the chat. 44%, 47% from Shevin, 55% from Mr. Scampers, 41 from Scott, 63
So they're
from
high.
Josh,
Okay.
and Albert, 39%. Dame, 41%.
It's the 4 options. Threw me off. Okay.
Brooke said, better chance of Ben Roethlisberger winning a foot race against anyone than Jimmy G starting for the 49ers.
What about Lieutenant Dan?
Any single person. No restrictions. You pick the person. Big Ben will beat them.
This is basically the plot of the new She's All That. Okay.
starring Big Ben as Amanda Bynes. All right.
It actually kind of worked.
Joey chose 34% of people chose Josh Allen in this poll. We got 2 overs from Simon and Dave and a way over from Tim.
Way over.
Way over. Well, the actual percentage of people who chose Josh Allen was
56.
48%. Tim,
Oh my God.
Tim, you're 1 percentage point away from getting the double.
Oh my God, Tim, that is 1 percentage point away from 14 points for you so far.
Do I get 1 point?
You get 1 point because you're 14 percentage points away. And both Dave and Simon get 2 points here.
Whew.
It doesn't feel right that I got points and Tim doesn't.
Brooks and ladies in Buffalo love 2 things: chicken wings and Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Just wait till you see
Justin
Josh
Buffalo.
Allen covered in chicken wings. And just women. Like, come on.
All right.
Saying Buffalo with chicken wings, like, just completely broke my brain there for a second.
And Mrs. Scream said Amanda Bynes as John Travolta playing Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, perfect.
Lieutenant
That's about right.
Lieutenant Dan. All right, Tim. Moving on to your last
legs.
poll here. Are you ready?
This sucks, dude.
This sucks. Well, maybe this is your poll. Maybe you'll get it exactly right, and maybe you'll win.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Here's your poll, Tim. How will Tom Brady do in the booth? Not looking forward to it. We'll see. Or incredible, goat. Bah. What percentage of the public chose not looking forward to it in this poll?
Was that a sheep? It doesn't matter. This sucks because people just hate him. He's going to do incredibly well. He's like, obviously, he's going to read defenses like nobody's business. He's already on TV and movies and stuff. He's going to have the charisma, the personality to take care of it. So it's going to be incredible. Wait, why is D the third option?
Because I can't spell.
Okay.
Is that spelling? Is that I don't know.
I think it's counting.
Counting? I don't know. There's letters though. It's not letters in math.
But they're going to be people that just hate him. So I'm going to go ahead and just say 25% not looking forward to it. I think Incredible
25%.
should win. We'll see is probably going to, they'll split. I think
25, locking that in.
25.
All right, Simon, over, under, way over, way under.
You know, I think a lot of the hate Tom Brady got, he's kind of converted a bunch of them since his move to Tampa Bay. It seems like him switching teams and doing it again kind of shut up a lot of the hate that he got. So I'm gonna take way under here. I think this is gonna be a very low number, like sub 10% on the not looking forward to it, because we saw what getting former quarterbacks in the announcing booth has done. Like Romo up there is unreal. I'll take the way under.
Taking the way under, Dave.
I want to end this game and go way over.
Way
Whoa.
over. He wants to put the final nail in the coffin. Joey.
Tim, what was your number?
25.
Queen Bee.
Let's go. The most extreme.
We've got a way over, a way under, and a queen bee. We came to
Tim is in our
play.
heads.
We are playing the game.
No, gosh.
I'm gonna love it if I get this too.
I'm gonna be so pissed off, honestly. I'll be happy.
Scott said 100%. Dave said 42%. Dustin said 7%. 9% from Jay Wall. Shevin said 11%. 33% from Mr. Scamps or Chat Cat. Josh said 18%. Brady said 19%.
I'm gonna get no points
And
again.
Dustin said, whatever the real answer is, the new answer is whatever Tim says.
No, it's 1 percentage point
Plus
off.
1, minus 1.
Yeah. All right, Tim, you guess 25% of people chose not looking forward to it. How they feel about Tom Brady in the booth. We got a way under from Simon, a way over from Dave, and an exact from Joey or Queen B. The actual percentage people who chose not looking forward to it in this poll was 18%.
I got points.
And no
Which
one
is-
else did.
Which is a very moderate outcome to a very extreme response.
Thank goodness.
I love that we had the full gambit of extreme responses on that one.
So nobody else can. Tim, you were going to get 3 points on that one
Let's go.
because you were 7 percentage points away. So I'm going to just update that right
Damn,
here.
that was poor gameplay by me taking way under. Because if I would have just taken under, it would have put me within 5 of Dave. Now, in order to beat Dave, I have to get this last one exactly right.
Yeah, that was very poor gameplay. All right, guys. This is the last poll. This round is going to go a little differently than before. Each contestant is going to write down their percentage guess on this poll. The closest contestant is going to get 5 points. If any of the contestants hit it exactly right, they're going to get 10 points. If any 2 or more of the same contestants have the same answer, then they're both going to share the reward or lack thereof. You guys ready? Dave, you have something to write down your percentage guess on? Cool. Use phone or notepad. Doesn't matter. All right, here's the poll. Which week one matchup will produce the most total fantasy points? Kansas City Chiefs against Arizona Cardinals, Green Bay Packers at Minnesota Vikings, the Las Vegas Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers, the Los Angeles Rams at Buffalo Bills. What percentage of the public chose KC at Arizona as the week 1 matchup that will produce the most fantasy points? Contestants, write down your answer. Don't reveal it until I say. Oh, I got to remember the answer to this one.
Have you just been making up all the other answers as we went?
Yes. How'd you know?
Just whatever you thought would be good for the gameplay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tim, you want to miss by 1 twice? That's real cool.
It's good TV, baby.
It's all scripted.
Yeah.
Yeah, peek behind the curtain. Every game of poll perception is scripted.
Just poll perception.
Yeah, just poll perception. Fantasy fortune, that's some real shit, guys.
All right, guys, you got your answers down?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and reveal them. Simon 34,
Oh gosh.
Tim 32. Wow. Tim 32, Joey 39, and Dave, what was yours? 99. 29.
29.
There we go. I was like,
That's a
what are you
real
doing here, Dave? What happened?
He's like, I just want to see if anybody can get on the
Yeah,
head.
it's like-
That's a power play.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
Straight
you're
up,
muted, Dave.
straight up flex.
Elon Musk is really messing things up. That's what it is.
All right. The contestant guesses are in. We got J-Wall 53%, Dustin 43%, Dame 19%, Albert 33%, 39% from Scott, 36% from Josh. Josh really can't help himself, but go 9s.
Mhm.
Brady 32%, and
That's
Mr.
nice,
Scampers 8%.
Wow.
Well, the actual percentage of people who chose side A in this poll is Kansas City at Arizona as the matchup that will produce the most fantasy points in week 1 was 26%. Dave,
Oh, my
Dominated.
you just
gosh.
dominated.
God.
Absolutely walk-off home run to this game.
Oh man.
Dave,
Well
with the
done. That's going to give you
walk-off.
5 additional points and
Ooh-wee.
a very safe victory.
Like I didn't
Yeah,
get I don't
very
have
high
a speech
score.
prepared. I don't even know what I just want to thank my mom.
Mhm.
I want to thank
Joey's
I don't
mom.
even know. Yeah, I was
That's
about to say Joey's mom. This has been great.
Dave, congrats on the big W. What was that score? 21. That is
Big W.
that's up there with some of our highest scores we ever had in poll perception. This was a clinic on how to play this game. Congrats on the W, and thank you so much for taking the time to come on with us today, my man.
I think Dame was the closest. 19%.
19, pretty
7
dang
percentage?
close.
Yeah, 7 percentage point off.
Everybody watching, if you are not already following our friend Dave over on Twitter, go and follow him right now at FF_Spaceman. You can see it right there below his face on the screen. So make sure you guys go follow him over there. And then if you're not sick of us yet, we are going to be live this evening at 6 p.m. Eastern time playing some Fantasy Fortune over on the FanDuel YouTube and Twitch channels. So make sure to come hang out with us at 6 p.m. tonight. We're playing
Some
Fantasy
games.
Fortune. It's going to be a good one. I got some good puzzles prepared for these guys.
Mhm.
So come hang out. Spend your Friday night with us for a little bit. Pre-game
Yep.
while watching Fantasy Fortune. for whatever you're doing. That's going to be it for us this afternoon. Nice win by Dave. Thank you again, Dave, for joining us. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us and playing along. And we will see you guys later.
Bye-bye. Trading makes fantasy fun.